What's going on, everybody? Mike McIntyre here from All Things Sports, back with a brand new video. I have the last release in the latest Adidas pack, the Copa 20 Plus. Is this 20 Plus? Yeah, 20 Plus. I thought it was the 19 Plus. Copa 20 Plus, let's get into it. Alright guys, here we go. Copa 20 Plus. I haven't done a review on the Copa 20 Plus in a while. I did a review on the Copa 20.1, so if you are interested, click that link right up here in the right hand corner. You can check that video out. But here we have the latest release in the Copa 20 Plus. So because it's a Plus model, slide out box, super fancy stuff, right? Slide it out. You get the boots themselves. We'll take these things out. And you also get a string bag. So you get a string bag, no shoehorn in this release, but that looks pretty cool. Copa in sort of gray, Adidas logo down here in gray, nice blue, royal blue with mesh strings. I think this looks really, really sharp. So that is that. And then of course you have the boots themselves. So the Copa 20 Plus. Now this is a boot that I've done a review on before, but it's been a long time. This is a very unique boot. First of all, let's talk colorway. Colorway is fantastic. I love the colorway. I think this looks so cool. It's a really deep royal blue with this chrome sole plate that's quite sharp, and the three stripes being in that silver color as well. So just very simple, two colors, but they really nailed it. I think they look super, super cool together. So that is the colorway, and we'll talk about the actual tech specs of the upper and the boot itself. So Copa 20 Plus, this is the first leather laceless boot that was ever released. This is not fully leather in all fairness, but they are doing a unique job of blending two materials together, and they call it fusion skin because of the blending of those two materials. So the forefoot is pure kangaroo leather. It's all leather through here, but the back is synthetic and a bit of prime knit in the upper part of where your foot would slide into the boot right there. So they're blending those materials together, and right where you can actually, it's a faint spot where the boot kind of changes color. You can kind of see where the seam is. They do a very good job of hiding that seam, but you'll see it slightly if you look for it. So put it that way. So it is a cool job if you're looking for a laceless leather boot. I don't think very many people are. I don't think this is the most popular model. A lot of people, if they are interested in the Copa, you're going after the Copa because of its fit. It is a little bit of a wider boot, but because you want that wider fit, you go for the model with laces. You don't get this one because the midfoot of this is so narrow, and they're making it narrow for it to be tight because they need to lock your foot in. There are no laces to do that, so they had to come up with a way to give you that lockdown that you need. So in order to do that, they're squeezing the midfoot together, which makes the boot very difficult to get on, and for someone with wide feet, extremely uncomfortable. So I've said that before, and a lot of people, I think if you're interested in the Copa, I think so many people will tend to go for the Copa 20.1. It just gives you a bit of a wider fit. You can see it in the forefoot. The forefoot has this wide profile to it. So that part is what a lot of people are after, but it kind of defeats the purpose of having a really wide forefoot if you squeeze the midfoot in like this. So there's just a few things that I'm not a big fan of with the Copa 20 Plus, but I think the Copa 20.1 is a very solid boot. The sole plate, you have this exo frame that they call it right here. I personally would rather have the external heel counter, but you do have an internal one right there. And the sole plate, I think this looks super cool. I'm a huge fan of the way this is. Super light, one-piece sole plate. The studs are not purely conical, but they do enough just to get by. And that is pretty much the sole plate. So let's slip this boot on and we'll talk about fit and feel. Let's head to the turf. So slipping the Copa 20 Plus on feet, again, the midfoot is narrow. They are difficult to get on. I'm going to say that 1,000 times in this review. I'm sorry, but that's just the truth of it. The forefoot, on the other hand, feels quite good. It does feel very padded. That's the sort of feeling that this Copa is going for. It's wide enough in the forefoot, but they kill it with that midfoot. For someone with wide feet, it's just so difficult to get on. And I wouldn't be able to wear these. I would have to go for the model with laces, and I think it's just a better fitting boot overall in the 20.1. I love the colorway. I really do like the way the boot looks, and they fit true to size. They really are good. Don't try and compensate for the width by going up half a size. I say that in almost every Adidas football boot review. Adidas does a fantastic job of nailing their sizing every single time. So if you're interested in a pair for yourself, go true to size. There's no doubt about that. Just be aware of how narrow that midfoot can be. If you are interested in a comfortable boot and you have wide feet like me, this is probably not the option for you. Now, on the other hand, if you have narrow feet and you like the idea of a laceless boot, this is the only one to go for. So in that case, you're in luck. They're going to fit you and they'll feel quite unique. So that's a good thing. But again, just be aware of how that midfoot feels. It's it's kind of strange actually how much contrast there is between the different parts of the feet. The midfoot is so narrow and the forefoot is as wide as almost any boot on the market. So you just have this very drastic change in fit between the boot. So just be aware of that. Other than that, I don't really have too much to say. True size if you're interested for yourself. Let's send it back to the desk and we'll wrap the video up. So there you have it, guys. My review and on-feet look at the Copa 20 Plus. As I said, I'm not the biggest fan of it just because of what they've done to the midfoot. They need to do that in order to create the lockdown that you need. I like the leather part. I think the idea is cool. I like the idea of having a laceless leather boot just because it provides another option on the market. I wouldn't necessarily buy it, but I think it just gives people that option. Very narrow midfoot. Forefoot's cool. It has a nice soft texture to it, a very padded leathery feel. And that's pretty much it. I'm a huge fan of the colorway, and that's it for the 20 Plus. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below. Smash the video with a like if you enjoyed the video. And of course, hit that subscribe button. It always helps me out. We need to grow the channel. Mike McIntyre, All Things Sports. I'm signing off for now. I'll catch you in the next video. Till then, take care. Peace.